Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. First down, it's Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Breaks a tackle. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a gain there of 11 yards. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. He'll run it here with Blunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2 yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. An NFL update there in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Fights off the defender. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz now on 1st down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Mario Addison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a play fake. Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Again, here's Blunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run again with Blunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But he knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Newton on first down. Now he steps away. And some space here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Newton going deep for Benjamin. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now he's forced out right. He may try and run for this. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Newton. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that set. Up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. To throw is Newton. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To throw, it's Wentz. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's got room. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And Blunt has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Blunt. Powers through him. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Blunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Now it's Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.